everyone, and welcome to another video. It's ya girl, Scarlet, and I'm back with another Talk With Me video, which is kind of cool because I haven't done one of these in quite a while. So I tried to make sure I took my time to type up a script, and I'll do my best to make this short and sweet. But knowing the history of my channel, probably not gonna happen. So anyway, it's been quite the year for Love in Deepspace. I feel like we've learned a lot and nothing and nothing about the love interests. And so I wanted to take this opportunity to sit back and reflect on some of the fun memories I've had with this game. And to do that, I'd like to talk about my favorite Rafayel cards. Before I do that, please note that this video is for fun. You do not have to agree with me, and if anything, I am more than happy to read your reasonings for your choices in the comments down below. Yes, tell me. So, to avoid this video from being a 300-hour video, I have categorized the cards I would like to talk about, as a very sane and emotionally stable person would. Do note that I will not be including his standard and limited myths in the video, because honestly, there would just be no point in making one. I mean, no point in making this video, because then the answer would be too obvious, and every time I talk about my favorite cards for a love interest, I will always be talking about the myth. So yeah. To start off, let's talk about my favorite tender moment from Promise events. Now, this wasn't very difficult to choose, since there are probably 4? But don't be fooled, the choices may be small. But I was still choosing between Scarlet Invitation and Banquet Ablaze. Probably not a very surprising choice. Both cards highlighted an aspect of Rafayel that he hides from MC. In Scarlet Invitation, his more behind-the-scenes assassin activities were shining through. And to this day, I'm still confused on whether he's afraid of heights or not. Yeah. But in Banquet Ablaze, that's where you see that rare moment when he lets his mask fall down and bears the darkest sides of himself to MC. I can say I love both. I mean, to be fair, I love all, but I love both cards. Because to me, these cards are moments where he's getting closer to trusting that MC will accept him for who and what he is. But ultimately, if I had to choose one, I'd have to pick Banquet Ablaze. I feel like I don't really talk about it much, but the way Rafayel was so quiet. He is quiet in his acceptance in case of the possibility that MC would reject him. And he is also quiet in the way he admits in the diabolical plan of making a man fall into insanity and unimaginable pain before his inevitable end. He neither says yes or no, he just asks. Realistically, that is scary as fuck. So hot, damn, okay. And for that reason alone, the character depth in the story, not the hotness thing. I feel like that's why I'd have to call this card my favorite. Now for my favorite tender moment, not from the Promised event. Funnily enough, out of all the 4-star cards he has, it barely took me 2 minutes to come down with the final 2 to choose from. And I'll be real, I barely needed time to deliberate. I looked at the list and was like, oh, okay, this and this. And of course, my 2 choices would be Radiant Heart and Oceanside Exchange. Now to test if you really, really know me, if you truly are a part of my brood, I'm gonna count to 0, I'm counting down from 3, and after saying 1, you have to shout out your guess on which one I've chosen. And if you are a real one, you'll know exactly which one I love. You ready? You ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1. I got you. If you knew me, you would know that my favorite 4-star is Fragrant Dream. I'm sorry. To be fair, I'm pretty sure this is every Rafayel girlie's favorite card. Not only does it have the advantage of context, as it is a direct continuation from Your Fragrance, then Dangerously Close. And by advantage, I mean like the world building was already there. So getting into the story was very easy. But what really surprised me was the sudden switch in the story setting. Like, hello? Sea Witch? The way MC seamlessly went from suddenly waking up kind of lucid to accepting the sudden change to her dream environment. That was so well done. It really felt like how you would feel when you're kind of half lucid in your dream. Sorta. Yeah, if you get what I mean. This also, I gotta say, was probably the card that started my obsession with Raphael. I knew there was always more to Raphael's story, and this card just proved it to me. And the way it was so obvious that Raph knew who she was in that story. And then we, as readers, are also aware of MC's situation. The way I was on my seat trying to figure out what the hell happened to MC to forget and become a sea witch. It was crazy. And then there was the way Raphael described his beloved.
彼女は海のように魅力的な子だから、静かな時はきらめく水面みたいで、笑う時は波しぶきが上がるように生き生きしている。まあ、怒る時は海の嵐みたいだけど。
I was literally swooning. I had to replay that part again and again. Then, after that, we finally reached the peak of the story. And God, was the writing for this amazing. The way he said the same lines again.
君は静かな時は穏やかな海みたいだし、波が音を立てるように笑う。そして怒る時は吹き荒れる海の嵐みたいだ。君は恐ろしい魔女なんかじゃない。どうしてここに君がいるの？本当に帰った？まだ時間はあるし、じっくり考えた方がいいと思う。どうしてそんなに反応が鈍いのかな。
I think I was stuck on this card for hours. I listened to it in Japanese at first. Then, right after I was done, I switched it to Chinese. And after repeating the same part over and over again, I needed to listen to it in Korean and then finally English. This card was easily the best 4-star card for me. And I don't see that changing anytime soon. And I feel like I can say this with a lot of confidence, but this card, even after future content that comes out, it will definitely stay like in a special place in my heart for me. Up next is the best secret times. I'll be honest though, I don't spend that much time listening to secret times. I really don't. I've mostly listened to them seriously to experience them, but only once. And then I probably like go back when I want to remember some tidbit or to confirm my hypothesis I've conjured up. If I'm going to choose my favorite card just based on how often I listen to a card.
ねえ、シャツがきついんだ。ボタンを外してくれない。まだきつい。もっと。
I mean, then like, I'm basing my choice on the story, okay? The story. That card would be Promised... damn it. Tidefall Waves. Yes, that one. That one. Not the other one. No, this one. I just really enjoyed Raphael's character as the sea god in this card. The way he showed how he can be both ruthless despite his ethereal appearance. The way he was teaching her how dangerous the ocean is, but at the same time, wants her to sort of understand it rather than fear it, I feel at least. It was a huge treat to listen to. And, oh right, as a behind-the-scenes tidbit, I initially chose Journey Seeker because of the amount of lore that just got dropped on us because of it. But I'm trying to recall the feeling I got when listening to these secret times, and I definitely was obsessed with how Sea God Raphael sounded and the way he was guiding MC.
焦れば焦るほど力の入れどころがわからなくなる。 それ以上暴れるようなら手を離してしまうよ。ああ、海は賢い人間には優しいんだ。
Kind of sort of tickling my, Professor Raphael AU obsession too. Finally, we've reached the last bit of the video, and it's where I share with you my favorite limited 5-star card. I was surprised by how easily I came down to the final 3. And in case you're wondering what my criterias were for choosing my favorite cards, it all comes down to story writing, the theme, and the development of Raphael and MC's relationship, or just Raphael's character. Taking all of that into consideration, I came down to 3. Wisteria Waltz, Tail Wag Moment, and Intertidal Zone. Okay, look. Okay. I'm pretty sure you already know which one I'm choosing. Or do you? But I swear, I'm not choosing it because, because of all that. It's really not. I did not choose Intertidal Zone because Raphael went to town making out with MC in this card. Okay? It's not. I swear. If you've watched my video on this card, then I've already said all I needed to say about this card. In case you haven't though, link in the description. You might be thinking though, but you cried a lot in Wisteria Waltz. And yes, you are absolutely right. But in terms of character growth, I really loved seeing the process of his struggles. You know what I mean? I've always said how in stories, I love seeing conflict. And I don't mean in the violent sense, but the kind that brings out really raw emotions because of certain, disagreements or confusion or struggles. My toxic trait. But here, Raphael was going through such a silent battle. But at the same time, he never took it out on her. He struggled, and when things calmed down, he honestly expressed himself to MC.
かつての僕はインスピレーションをもたらすのは痛みだけだと固くなに思い込んでいた。だからその痛みを求めていろんな場所を訪ね歩いてきた。じきに干上がるあの海のような場所を。
And I've said this before and I'll say it again. I believe this card was, like it was it for Raphael. Like this was the turning point for Raphael. Like something a switch kind of flip for how he thought about his relationship with MC. This was their first turning point. And it was because of this story. He found the courage to go through Banquet Ablaze. He found hope in Wisteria Waltz. He managed to make that everlasting vow, that promise in Destined Dawn Tide. And yes, while we joke about the gooning possibilities this card brought, let's be real here, okay? They are in a relationship. So they slept together. I mean, explain to me how that is gooner material. Like, is sleeping with your partner a form of gooning? Because if it is, then I think we either lost the meaning of the term gooning, or some of you might have to reevaluate your relationship and understanding of physical intimacy. But I digress. The Kindled was chock full of Raphael's inner turmoil and desperation, mixed and mashed into this delicious gem of an intimate scene. And the way the story was written just pulled this card all the more closer to my heart because I also could relate to, what we could call burnout when it comes to art. Which is why I very quickly and very easily came up with the decision that this would be my favorite 5-star card. And that's it. Those are my favorite Raphael cards. A quick reminder though, with how well Raphael's stories are written, I rarely dislike a card. Like, yes, I find some stories questionable, and I do have a least favorite. But I don't hate any of the cards, or any of the love interests cards. So just because I chose a different card than what you would have chosen, doesn't mean I think you are wrong. And if you'd like to share your thoughts and your favorites, please do so in the comments below. And remember to be kind to each other. I am begging you. Please do not police how others feel and think, and instead try to engage in healthy discussions and learn to agree to disagree. Which brings us to the end of this video. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the cards that I really love for Raphael, and was wondering maybe I could start a conversation where I can get my community to talk about it too. So please do share your thoughts as well. If you enjoyed the video, do like and subscribe if you feel like it, and I really hope you do. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, bye bye!